As always, please retry the question before watching the video. There are two things you need to know to be able to answer this question. If you don't know the answer, add it to your cheat sheet, master, and go back 5 before continuing the video. What is the RC for the pronoun grouping? If the pronoun is changing from answer to answer. So if you notice that pronouns are changing from answer to answer, then you're dealing with a pronoun question. There's only a limited number of things that they could be testing on these pronoun questions, and pronoun number agreement is one of the main ones, which is what we're dealing with here. There versus there. There, T-H-E-R-E stands for a place. T-H-E-I-R stands for possession. So let's go into number 7 and see if we can eliminate any of these wrong answers. Remember, we're always trying to train our brains to eliminate wrong answers as opposed to look for the right answer. Jumping into the air and stretching the outside leg over the bar, the athlete ducks their head and tumbles over face down. All right, so let's go through the answers here. Answer A is the wrong there if it was going to be there. And so it is that person's head. So they possess that. So A is gone for the wrong there. B, his or her heads. So heads is plural, and his or her would just have one head. So that is not agreeing in number. Answer C. Well, we'll go right to answer D. All right. So jumping into the air and stretching the outside leg over the bar, the athlete, singular, ducks their heads. All right. They don't have multiple heads. So they've made it easy to recognize that it's not D, because a lot of students would have liked to have picked an answer because it sounds good of their head. However, his or her head, his or her is singular, head is also singular, and therefore this is going to be our correct answer. If this made sense to you, please add it to your worksheet and write what you learned along with the answer, and then go on to do the remaining pronoun number agreement questions that you missed on this test. If this is the final pronoun number agreement question you missed on this test, please go ahead and do 10 questions correct in a row on the pronoun number agreement mastery before continuing to the next category that you missed the most of.